This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 5th, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.32 points or 0.08% to 400.54. Total trade volume was down and light, with only 65,483 shares changing hands at a total value of 383 million real, or approximately $94,300. On the main board, 3 stocks were up. Leading the market was Grand Twins International, which was up 2.37% or 100 real to 4,320 real per share, followed by Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, which was up 0.45% or 10 real to 2,220 real per share. Cam GSM was also up 0.41% or 10 real to 2,430 real per share. On the downside, the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port was the biggest loser of the day, down 1.92% or 260 real to 13,300 real per share, followed by the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, which was down 0.32% or 20 real to 6,180 real per share. Akleda Bank was down 20 real to 6,980 real per share. Meanwhile, Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, Pestec Cambodia, and MJQ Education remained flat. Over on the growth board, both stocks were up. DBD Engineering was up 0.49% or 10 real to 2,050 real per share, and JS Land was up 0.29% or 10 real to 3,490 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day, with 42,749 shares changing hands at a total value of 299.1 million real, or around $73,400, making up roughly 64% of total shares traded on November 5th. Grand Twins International recorded the second highest trade volume of the day, with 6,267 shares changing hands at a total value of 27 million real, or roughly $6,630, accounting for around 9.4% of Tuesday's trade volume. In other business-related news, the second edition of the Cambodia Energy Efficiency Competition held its award ceremony on November 4th, 2024, recognizing the innovative efforts of businesses and institutions in contributing to Cambodia's energy efficiency and sustainability goals. The Cambodia Energy Efficiency Competition was launched to accelerate the country's progress towards the National Energy Efficiency Policy, a key initiative supporting Cambodia's commitment to achieving carbon neutrality by 2050. According to a press release, the second edition of the competition saw participants achieve an average annual cumulative energy savings of around 5.2%, equal to approximately 266 megawatt-hours of energy saved. This reduction prevented 149 tons of CO2 emissions and resulted in $43,200 in savings. First place winner of the competition was Ecole Paul de Breuil. Second place winner was Lotus Green Team, while third place winner was Confluences. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD remained stable at 4,065 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly up to 103.78. Oil prices traded in a narrow range on Tuesday ahead of what is expected to be an exceptionally close US presidential election, after rising more than 2% in the previous session as OPEC Plus delayed plans to hike production in December. Brent crude futures ticked down 3 cents or 0.04% to $75.05 a barrel. Gold prices held their ground as investors held back from taking big positions ahead of the U.S. presidential election and the U.S. Federal Reserve policy meeting later this week. Spot gold was steady at $2,738.10 per ounce. Bullion hit a record high of $2,790.15 last week. U.S. gold futures were steady at $2,747.10. Shares were mostly higher in Asia early Tuesday, with major benchmarks gaining more than 1%. Over in the U.S., stock futures were flat Tuesday morning ahead of the high-stakes U.S. presidential election. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 45 points. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq 100 futures traded around the flat line. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for November 5th.